I got one from Erica Tesla or Tesla. I've run into the same thing over and over again. What's enough when you're doing a woodworking operation? How flat is flat enough? How smooth is smooth enough? How snug is snug enough? How much finish is enough, etc.? I'm not asking for a specific answer that applies to all projects. I'm looking for how you guys decide you're finished with an operation and can move on, because that's the one thing that I don't feel is discussed in the books and stuff that I read. Signed, the woman who flattened and smoothed her workbench top to a 0.5 millimeter across the whole surface because she didn't know.
Awesome.
Yeah. This is a complex question because it really does vary depending on what you're doing. You know, whether we're talking about setting up a tool or we're talking about the project itself. You know, when we look at like flatness of a workbench and you compare that to the flatness of a dining table, right? Where it really is not that critical that it be dead flat. These things change, and it's definitely something that comes with experience, because you start to realize where, wait a minute, this is a waste of time. Having my workbench this flat, while sure, it's cool to do it, it's kind of neat, does it really serve any purpose? And your hand plane, your little tiny apron plane, does that need to be dead flat? But here I am with 20 plus years of woodworking experience, and that's how I spent my weekend, because I wanted to, because apparently I was really bored, and I thought it was...
Because why? You're going to be smoothing and flattening with an apron plane? I mean...
Yes, Matt, I am.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah. To each his own.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think a lot of this really does come down to experience, and it's hard. It's kind of hard to convey without the specifics, because when you say how flat is flat enough, well, what are we talking about? Are we talking about a hand plane? Are we talking about a table saw top? Are we talking about your workbench? These all sort of depend. But there's also the elements of furniture making where you question what's enough.
Like, if you have to ask yourself this question, it's flat enough. Unless we're talking like NASA tolerances here. If you're building furniture and you hold that board up and it looks flat, or you put a straight edge up and it's flat enough. Like, yeah. If you're not asking that question, then obviously it's visibly out of flat. But if you're like, I don't know, is this flat enough? Yes. The answer is always yes.